You're listening.
You're listening.
You're listening
to the International Posit Podcast Network. Guess I'll just cry into my churro. Sop up my tears, churro.
I think it's hard to cry when you have a churro.
Can you even picture in your head someone holding a churro and crying?
Not even a little.
There's no such thing as churro tears.
Welcome to Three Guys, Three Questions, where three friends test the limits of propriety through the questions we ask. Today is June 8th, 2015. This is episode 5 of season 4. This week, we're sponsored by North Korean mass dance instructional videos. I'm Aaron L.M. Goodwin, and I'm joined as always by Andrew Savage. Say hello, Andrew.
Say hello.
Andrew.
I'm not going to laugh at that. I refuse.
I feel like something broke. I'm also joined by Adam, my computer hurts, Anderson.
Don't update your drivers, kids.
Stay the same, always. Never change.
Never change. Be a registered Republican. Stuff like that. I have a question about our sponsor this week.
What?
What? I don't know. So my question for our sponsor this week is, so it says North Korean mass dance instructional videos.
Yeah.
Does that mean like it teaches dance to the masses, or like it's teaching a mass dance?
Yes.
Like Catholic mass for dancing.
It's actually I'm not even being a smart butt. It's actually both.
It is both.
What?
This is what you miss. Adam.
This is what you miss. I put a link in the doobly-doo.
This is what I missed during the hour that my computer was restarting.
Also, we spent 20 minutes watching this.
Also, really scary men singing Pretty Woman.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that sponsor, like, that wasn't even just like
made up.
It wasn't a descriptor. Like, that's actually what the video is called.
You didn't see my because your computer didn't work. You didn't see my tweet where I said waiting for that Adam kid to get on Skype, and then I posted this video.
I saw that tweet on my phone, but I was doing other things, so I didn't look at it.
Flipping out.
I was watching YouTube videos about milking bullet ants.
I don't.
You can milk anything with venom.
If you're new to the show, here's how it works. Each host asks a question, then each host gives their answer. Hilarity hopefully ensues, and we move to the next question. Andrew has today's first question, so take it away, Andrew.
So, my question this week, what activity done by most adults do you not understand as a fellow adult?
My answer to this is I don't understand the whole keeping up with the Joneses thing, particularly vis-a-vis, look at how much better my kid is than yours.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand why people like, I don't know. I guess I'm not really competitive. Like, I don't care if other people think I'm better than someone else. I don't, whatever gene it is that does that, I don't have that. I don't care at all.
That's an okay thing though.
But you know what I mean? If like, I guess.
Well, here's the thing, Aaron. I know that you're not competitive. You're the least competitive person I know.
But we're talking about this, and you guys are on the same page as me, right? Or are you not? Like, is there any?
Yeah, like I've never even noticed like a huge problem with it though, and that might just be because I'm still in college and we're still just all poor.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I think you're probably like in the singles group. You know what I mean? Like you're like. I notice it around more like married family people situations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it is, oh my gosh, it's just like
people who have lost all meaning and drive in their lives seek to find validation in some other way.
Here's the thing, Aaron. You need to compete with them, but like totally win.
How do you?
And just like, I'm doing so much better than you. Just rent like a limo for 1 week to church.
show up everywhere,
Just
like drive
everywhere.
by their house, their places of work. Oh, hey, what's going on? Just here in my limo.
There's some social gathering. You just come up in your limo. Just take it to the extreme.
Always wear a tux. Just at all times. Have tuxedo pajamas.
ABWFW, right? Always be wearing formal wear.
Sure. I mean, that's a possible initialism.
I'm not a farmer.
Always be farming. Always be selling.
Always be closing the door to your limo so that the people can't get in.
Always be closing your heart to children in need.
I don't know if we can say like always be closing, because you did sell your Cadillac, Aaron. Like you used to have one and now it's gone.
I did. It was golden.
It really was golden. He says
no, yeah, it was. That's not even a joke. He had a golden Cadillac and it was amazing.
Golden Cadillac with dubs on it. It was pretty sweet. But it didn't have air conditioning, which is kind of a deal breaker.
That's why you roll your windows down to make sure everybody can see you in your Cadillac.
Hear my music and
hear your Beach Boys thumping.
See how much I'm sweating. It's a good thing it had leather seats, because all the sweat. I'm glad there was no place for it to sink into the cushions.
I would imagine that could get uncomfortably squishy or sticky. I mean,
well, both.
Yeah.
Like it's kind of a trade-off.
Yeah. Hey, but the thing is, we're talking about like, we're all like, yeah, keeping up with Joneses is stupid, but it still happens. And like every time I have a conversation like this with people, everyone's like, yeah, that's dumb. Who cares what other people think? I'm gonna do me. And then like they go out and they start picking fights and playing mine's bigger than yours, like with other people. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
I think it's a lot easier to condemn pride than it is to be humble.
I guess. I'm not saying I'm humble, because I'm like completely.
I'm talking
like
about
if I want
people, not you.
Yeah, well, but like if I want to do something, I'm gonna do it. Like, it's really hard to not do what I want to do, and I think that's how it is for everybody. But everyone clearly says like, I don't want to do this thing. I don't want to try to be in competition with everybody, and then they just do anyway. I don't know. I don't like it. That's my answer.
Okay.
Well, that wasn't funny at all.
No, I can't argue with that, because I do think that is a dumb thing that people do, and I don't understand it. For me, like it's hard for me to like narrow down what my answer is exactly. Like it's hard for me to make it like a narrow enough thing to be like one coherent answer, which I don't know, to longtime listeners of this podcast, which first of all, why? But to long-term listeners of this podcast, like that's not a new thing for me. But it's like, I kind of ranted about this the other week on Twitter, but just like those celebrity gossip magazines and like the like Cosmopolitan and stuff. It's just, I don't like it boggles my mind. Like who are the people that are buying these things and enjoying them?
Yeah.
Like,
I don't understand.
Like, who are you as a person? And then, but like, it's not just that, but like, there's also like on Facebook, like every time something happens in the world, I feel like the same people who are buying these magazines also see something happening and then saying, I am important enough that I am going to become part of this story of something that's happening by sharing my opinion about it on Facebook, or this link to the Matt Walsh blog or something ridiculous like that.
So I can't believe you just called me out like that. Okay, so I have a story that happened, no joke, this morning. I was at the store and I was in line. I had 3 5-gallon buckets with lids and 3 big large bags of ice. Mm-hmm. And a Rockstar energy drink. That's what I was buying at 8 a.m. at the grocery store. I can't talk about it.
You like harvesting like organs or something, and you want to get tip top with your energy drink?
Well, I mean, harvesting organs can be exhausting.
Yeah, you do need a lot of energy for it. But I keep looking for, there's this gardening magazine I used to read when I was a kid called Sunset Magazine. It's like, they have them like all over the country. It's like, one's like Southern Living, you know, and one's like Rocky's Lifestyle kind of magazines, whatever. And cause I knew there was something in there.
Can I just interrupt you for a short second?
What?
I was looking for this gardening magazine I used to read when I was a kid. Is probably the most Aaron Goodwin sentence I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. I loved it. I had a subscription, that and Electronic Gaming Monthly. Those are my two go-tos.
You had a lot of friends growing up, is what you were saying.
Oh yeah, I was so busy socializing. These magazines just they would stack up, and
you never get a chance to read them. Yeah,
with all of the friends I had, I had friends. Anyhow, I was looking for this magazine, and it sucks because in order to look for it at the grocery stand, you have to also look at all of the other detritus that's like littering that stand. That's like those celebrity magazines and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like ashamed of it, but then the lady behind me looked at me and she's like, "Oh, those are my guilty pleasure too." And I was like, no.
Wait, it's funny though, because she wasn't talking about the magazine. She was talking about the buckets and ice.
But it was just like so awkward because I was like, oh crap, I just like put two and two together. Like when I'm looking for this gardening magazine, and my head is like completely, like, okay, like not weird. People think I'm like oogling Cindy Crawford on. Is that who's on those? I don't know who's on those things.
I don't know. I don't know either. Actually, that's a lie. I was in the grocery store line the other day, and Zooey Deschanel was on a cover, and I just kind of looked at Zooey Deschanel for a while, and then I paid for my items.
She like stared into your soul with her like ice blue eyes.
Her gigantic ice blue doe eyes.
Yes.
Yes.
I feel like I couldn't ever talk to her because like she'd be staring at me and I just like get really uncomfortable, like
holding
thinking,
your buckets
like,
of ice as they melt slowly. Melting hearts and ice. It's whatever.
But like here's the thing, I didn't buy that magazine because I saw the headlines and they were zero things that could have possibly been interesting. And like this, like,
are you telling me you don't want to know how to pleasure your man?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if it has to go on the record, then yes, I'm not looking for that.
What if it had 6 steps to rock hard abs?
Yeah, I was gonna say even the ones aimed for men. Like, I don't trust anything that it's like 10 easy steps. Just means that that it doesn't work really.
If there were 10 easy steps, I would have figured out at least like half of them by now.
Right.
Because I'm all about easy.
It should be honest to say 9 easy steps and 1 really hard one.
Yeah, I don't understand the people that buy those things. Like, what do they think that they're getting out of it? Like, what are they looking for?
You ever notice too? Here's what I don't understand. There's always a bunch of them. Like, you never just see, not never, but hardly ever do you just see one of those magazines left. You never go to the store late at night and they're all gone.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, shoot, I got the last one.
So like they keep printing them.
Yeah.
They keep making them, but nobody's buying them.
I've never seen somebody like in the grocery line like with one in their hands.
Like, what is this racket?
I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of money laundering scheme. I don't know. But I feel like I mean, like that mentality of like, you know, celebrity worship and stuff leads to these really annoying things on Facebook. Like,
did you just say celebrity worship?
That would be a cool thing.
I'm like, that's like a movie I want to see.
I'm pretty sure that's coming this fall to NBC.
Because I'm going to watch that.
This fall, celebrity worship.
I would watch that if Donald Trump was the captain. And if he fired people by sending them like off the gangplank.
No, you don't understand. There's different like ships, like pirate ships.
It's like real life battleship.
Yeah. And so there's a bunch of celebrities have to fight each other to win. Dude, I'm like, if they make that, I better get a cut. I'm just saying.
Premieres after The Voice.
That would be cool. But yeah, so they're like the same like mentality of celebrity worship that makes these magazines also creates this really weird situation on Facebook where like, I mean, Caitlyn Jenner recently announced to the world that she was Caitlyn Jenner. And that's fine, but for some reason, now everyone on Facebook thinks that they are important enough to share their opinion about it. And I don't know how to tell people that I don't care.
It's like someone from the other room, "Oh, this is what we're talking about now." Everybody, we're talking about
Look
this
at my
now.
2 cents. It's more valuable than everyone else's. You could sell it on the black market for like 3, maybe 4 cents.
Okay, now it's my turn for 2 cents. The most offensive thing about that whole thing is that he chose the name Caitlyn, the most common name for a woman ever.
I don't know if that's offensive.
It's offensive to me.
Okay.
It's like, I'm not really offensive. It's like
you could have picked any name.
You could have been any woman's name. You could be Beyonce too.
Yeah, why not Beyonce Jenner?
I'm just saying, like,
no, Beyonce 2 Jenner.
Yeah, exactly. Or I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna go hard, go hard.
I'm not sure if you're allowed to tell someone who's going through sexual reassignment surgery that they're not going big enough and that they have to go home.
This is my 2 cents. I have an opinion. And it's important, so you have to hear it.
Now go post it on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah, go post it on
No, I'm not stupid.
Andrew, what's your answer? What's your answer to your question?
So the answer to my question is something, it's kind of gets like adult men. I just don't understand guns. Like, men are crazy, and I guess some women, I don't know them, but I guess they're just like crazy about guns, shooting guns, having guns. And it's just like the most complexing thing for me. I'm like, I guess that's cool.
I don't know if complexing is a word the way you're using.
No, maybe not. But that's like most words I use. So
Andrew finds guns
too
problematic.
complex.
So I just like, I guess that's true. I understand how guns work. I understand the appeal, like technically, but I just don't understand why there's like, people are just so passionate about it. It's like it was their child and they just love them so much and they know everything about them. I'm like, that's cool, man.
It's like, you're going to need to simmer down because you have a gun in your hand and that's making me nervous.
Yes. It's like if I was really into hammers and I knew everything about these hammers.
It's never like the really super responsible people. That's what I've noticed. Like, you know what I mean? You're never like surprised by the person who's way into guns.
Yes.
You're always like, oh, that figures.
Well, because usually it's like someone who's really into guns and has a lot of guns also has not a lot of anything else.
What?
From my
Now all of our gun listeners are gonna. Okay, so let me put myself on the record as saying I don't have a problem with guns. I'm fine.
No,
with
I don't
guns.
have a problem with guns either. Have as many guns as you want. I just don't get it.
I actually don't understand also people who are like vehemently, like obsessively against guns. Like they will steer the conversation. It could be about anything, but then somehow they'll arrive at, why do we need all these guns? This is ridiculous. And I'm just like, man, it's just like, are you upset about knives? And like,
well, that's, I would say the same thing.
Swimming pools and people die and kill each other all kinds of ways. Like, I don't know. But also, I also don't understand the people, like you said, like people who are like, guns, freedom, guns. Like,
don't tread on me. I got my guns.
It's not like I'm like opposed one side or the other. I just don't understand, like you said, either side of the gun.
Like the passionate
fascination. Yeah.
So I did this amazing thing yesterday where I found out about the sovereign citizen movement and I've never heard of it before. And I'm so excited to share with you about it.
Sovereign.
They call themselves sovereign citizens. And basically
this is like people who don't pay taxes or something.
Yeah, it's those people, but like a cult of those people, just like all together. Like there's a critical mass of those people. And they basically decide that the federal government is a contract between the individual and the government, so they don't have to participate unless they want to. And those are the exact types of people that I feel like I imagine that Andrew is talking about. There's this video where this guy got tased, and then there was a follow-up news story about him, and he was like, "Oh yeah, come here, and I'll show you my house." And he lives at home with his mom, and like $5,000 worth of firearms. And I was just like, this, of course. I was not expecting anything else from this person.
So we went to Big Five here with some of my roommates, and one of our buddies is from England. and we went to the gun section, and he freaked out. He's like, "This is illegal." And we're like, "No, not really. You don't. I live in Idaho. You don't even need to get a background check. You're just like, can I have a gun?" I'm like, yeah. That's it. That's a background check. And he was flipping out. He was like, I feel like I need to buy a gun now. I'm like, oh, you probably could.
Like buying it, like it says something about the state that you live in when buying a gun is as easy as buying like a bag of potato chips.
Or that it's harder to get like medication than it is to get a gun. But it was funny because then we went out to eat. We went to like some fast food restaurant, and this guy was, he had a not concealed weapon, and it was just sitting there, and he's getting some Mountain Dew in front of the thing, and my buddy, his name's Elliot, just like looking, he's like, "Guys, I think I'm going to die." I'm like, nah, you're fine, man. He's like, "But dude, he has a gun and he's not a police officer." I'm like, "Yeah, you're fine."
You'll be okay.
You'll be okay. Just don't stare at him.
As long as it's not pointed at you, you're okay.
Yeah. I thought it was interesting to see the world from his perspective.
It's just, you know what? The thing is, honestly, this discussion just makes me kind of want to go buy a gun.
Hey, you know what? Guns are fun. I'll be the first one to say.
Shooting guns are pretty fun.
They're pretty fun.
Too bad you're in California.
Is that what they call it?
They still have guns there.
I'm sure somebody somewhere is called that.
I should get a gun though with this water thing going on.
So you can hoard your water?
Yeah.
How are those related?
Do you just have tanks of water that you're just hoarding?
Yeah. My room is covered with it's like the floor is entirely mason jars, and they're full of water.
And only half is water and the other half is urine.
Wave of the future.
Is that a Howard Hughes reference?
Yeah, it's from Aviator. Yeah. It's on Netflix. If you haven't seen The Aviator, it's on Netflix. Watch it.
It's pretty good. Pretty good.
If you could create a theme park, what would be its theme? Adam.
Jeep. Well, like, I want my theme to be Jeeps, but I do have a question. Is it just going to be like a theme park where there's roller coasters plus a theme, or is there going to be like rides specific to the theme?
It could be whatever you want, man. It's your theme park.
Then it's gonna be the ultimate Jeep theme park in like the whole.
Isn't that just a mountain?
In a way, yes.
Every mountain is a Jeep theme park.
It's just a mountain that you've like fenced off, and you put a sign on it that says Jeep theme park.
$50.
BYOJ, bring your own Jeep. But I want to have like all the Jeeps there. And then like there's going to be like different levels of like rides and trails that you can go on. And like you can rent a Jeep and drive your own, or you can like rent a ride in like a super Jeep and have like a professional drive you up like the sheer cliff of a mountain. And this sounds amazing to me. And I don't know why you guys aren't as excited about it as I am.
It just sounds like you'd have to be paying a lot in insurance.
I don't think that regular theme parks get away with not paying a lot in insurance.
I think you don't. I think the thing about my enthusiasm for all things Jeep died the night that I went geocaching with a friend, and he ditched me with these drunk college kids who were Jeeping, and their Jeep was stuck upside down in a ravine, and I spent like 2 hours helping them get their Jeep out of the ravine and on the right, facing the right direction.
But at the Jeep theme park, there'll be people working there whose job it is to do that for you.
I know, but it just soured me to the whole experience, honestly. Yeah, that sounds cool. You could have, you could do like a Jurassic Park tie-in with their Jeep.
I thought you were gonna have like Jurassic Park, but the Jeeps are the dinosaurs.
These giant doors open, and you just see like the top of a Jeep above a fence.
Yeah, exactly.
Going through the leaves.
It's like all these Jeeps are fenced off.
There's like a lab where they're showing you how they like make Jeeps from amber.
You see Jeeps coming out of eggs. You're opening them up.
They're like, whoa, and then they hatch out of the egg.
Don't worry, all the Jeeps are female Jeeps. And Jeff Goldblum's there for some reason. That's it.
Newman's there, and he's turned off the electricity, so all the Jeeps escape and start eating people. No way.
Oh, I haven't seen Jurassic Park.
We could call it Jeep-rassic Park.
Jeep-rassic Park. It's gonna go well. I have a good feeling about it.
There'd be like an animated intro to the whole thing, and it'd be like, dinosaurs died to provide the oil for the Jeeps.
Dino DNA.
Dino juice. That's what we call it.
Sweet. Hey, Andrew.
I think that's mine, but okay. No,
The Raptors would just be replaced by like 4-wheelers.
okay, we're done.
I took it too far. I tried too hard.
So my theme park would be like, it wouldn't be really a theme park, it'd be just like a really nice theme restaurant, which is kind of like a park. So it'd just be like a Brazilian barbecue, but you get to take a nap at your table afterwards. And then you wake up and then you just eat more.
I think you should call it Nappy-Q.
Yeah, I think that sounds right to me. Because like every time I go to Brazilian barbecue, I'm like, oh, this is the best meal ever. I could really go for a nap.
Like if you could like take a nap and then wake up and resume eating.
Oh yeah.
So you could fit like maybe like 2-3 meals in.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we used to do that. I don't think you were around back then.
Oh, that's probably why I'm still alive.
We used to do that with Korean barbecue. So there was this place up here that was a Korean barbecue place that had, the way they did it is it was like a buffet where you would go and get all of your ingredients and then take them back to your table and cook them in that grill built into the table. So like you didn't order your meat and they bring it to you. There was just like buffet after buffet, like what are those things called? Like trays or whatever, where you just pick whatever you want. Well, we would go there at like 11 in the morning and like we wouldn't leave till like 5 at night.
Oh my gosh.
Because we'd like eat like 3 meals. we could get our $15 worth. The place isn't doing so well anymore.
I can't imagine.
And they don't let you do that anymore.
I feel like that place went out of business.
Yeah.
So, and Andrew, in your little theme park, like since it's a theme park, will the barbecued meats be brought to you on like miniature roller coasters?
No, but all the staff have to wear costumes.
It's like Mickey Mouse.
Yeah.
Like full-bodied suits.
Like non-licensed alternatives to famous cartoons.
Mikey Mouse.
Yeah, Mikey Mouse. Mickey Moose.
This is Princess Belle. See how she's literally a bell?
Yeah.
Doofy the dog.
Yeah. Guys, get your picture with Doofy.
I think something else you should do is you should make it so that the like everyone gets a bib, but that's also like it's like a blanket.
Oh, that sounds
so
good.
it like attaches at your neck, but it's the size of a blanket.
So like the only thing I can think of about that is that I toss and turn a lot when I'm sleeping. And so I'm imagining like I would get a big bib and then I would wipe all the barbecue sauce on my bib because that's what you do with bibs. But then I would fall asleep and just like toss and turn, and then I would wake up just covered in barbecue sauce. And that could be dangerous to some of the less awake patrons, or like because of some of the less awake patrons.
What if the exit to the theme park is like the water park attraction?
That'd be amazing.
And it's like a car wash for humans.
Yes. I like where this is going.
As you're leaving, it just wipes all of the grease.
Guys, let's take it a step further. It's just a hotel restaurant. Like you stay there 24 hours. There's a shower. You can go and
like the restaurant is on the top floor, and all the like to get to your room, you just like take a water slide down to like your floor.
Nah, too much work. It's all in the same place.
So you can be cleaned off and have fun.
It'd be pretty cool if on entering the theme park, they weigh you. And then on exiting the theme park, they weigh you and they tell you like how well you did, like how much you gained. And then that's the picture that you get to take home. Good old Nappy-Q. I love that place.
Oh, good old Nappy-Q's. Guys, it's a 3-day weekend. We should go to Nappy-Q's for the weekend.
You guys are making me really hungry for barbecue.
Sorry.
Man, I can't think about anything else. Oh, hey, my answer is I just like a theme. It sounds like I'm stealing Andrew's answer, but I wrote this down before.
I will testify that's true.
I just want a theme park. The theme is comfort. Like you just go and you just chill.
So basically, that sound like for some reason in my mind, I'm just picturing a mattress store. Like I feel like this already exists.
No, because like it will be all the comfort. Like the theme of the whole place is comfort. Like everything you do there, even the stuff that you're gonna normally do at theme parks, like use the restroom, it's gonna be the most comfortable restroom that you've ever used. Like the toilet paper is gonna be like three ply, like a foot wide. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like cotton.
It'll actually just be like a portion of a quilt.
Yeah. Yeah.
This quilted soft is actually made of quilts.
Yeah.
And like the drinking fountains will just be like hamster water feeder kind of situations where it's just like perfectly level so you don't have to bend down.
Oh, I thought you meant like an actual like hamster water, like with the little ball in it where you just have to poke. Like that doesn't seem comfortable to me.
Aaron, I think you're describing the humans from WALL-E.
You'll never have to walk anywhere.
Just get a chair and float around places.
That's my dream.
I have another question about the bathrooms. Like, will the toilets, will they have like cushioned toilet seats? Because that would make a big difference.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they will. I'm pretty sure they'll basically be lazy boy type situations.
Just with a hole in the bottom.
Yeah, with like a hole in the bottom and down the middle. You know what I mean?
It'd be awkward if there was no hole. So,
and I know you're thinking, oh, that's gross, but there's actually a liner that's put on every single time, and they just throw it away. It's made out of the same stuff as the toilet paper.
Yeah.
So they don't wash it; it's just thrown away.
No. Oh yeah. No. It's burned for heating.
That would smell terrible.
There's like beautiful gardens, and I like the mattress idea. Like maybe you can like just there's like pods all over it, so that like if you get the hankering, do you want to take a nap? Just rent one of the pods for a little while and just take a nap.
Like why would the mattresses be in pods? Because like what else is there? Like wouldn't there just be mattresses everywhere? Like would there also be rides?
The last thing you want is to be like taking a nap or enjoying yourself on a soft, comfortable mattress, and then some bozo like lays down right next to you and starts spooning you. You know what I mean?
Because that happens all the time.
Well, I mean, I guess that depends entirely on how lonely you are.
Well, that's a different theme park.
That one costs a little bit more.
Are there going to be any rides? Or just like wander around in hedonistic comfort the entire day?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's it. Like maybe like one of those like Hall of Presidents kind of rides, or like, oh, it's like the People Mover. Remember the People Mover at Disneyland?
Yes.
It was like that. That's my level of ride. You're just sitting in the thing, kind of looking at stuff.
Just showing you things as you drive by.
Yeah.
There's soft music playing.
Maybe my theme park actually, the People Mover for my theme park, it takes you through other theme parks. So you can like watch other people
having fun
on rides and having fun and just go, oh, I'm glad I'm not over there stressing out. I'm just up here.
Or just watching people work.
It takes you through several construction sites.
It goes to your job and you're like, oh God, I'm really glad I'm not there.
All of your coworkers are behind a glass panel. They're like, what the heck?
It takes you through like a retail store where all the workers are getting yelled at by people with that "can I speak to the manager" haircut.
It's funny because they're all robots doing these actions.
It's just an animatronic.
Just work hell.
That's my level, man. That's my level. What would we call it? It's based on comfort.
Just call it hedonism. I think Adam was onto something.
Like Hedonville.
Hedonism sounds like there's going to be too much sexy stuff.
That's like we said. That's another park.
That's a different park.
Let's just call it like
Six Flags over hedonism.
Six Flags Chillax Mountain.
Chillax Mountain. There you go.
Chillax Mountain. All right. I hate that word, but I think it works. All right.
Relax. Don't do it.
No, we don't sing that song.
Okay.
And there's churros everywhere, man, and they're complimentary.
Oh, but churros can get in your blanket or your mattress pod.
That's why you just snap your fingers and somebody comes over and changes your...
overhanging every mattress is like a little vacuum arm that you could just pull down, vacuum stuff up, vacuum your face. Have you guys ever vacuumed your face?
No,
why would I ever vacuum my face? That seems decidedly uncomfortable.
Aaron, what?
Yeah, why would anyone ever do that?
Aaron, what point of your life did you decide, oh man, I could get up and wash my face, or I could just vacuum it?
You know,
Well, here's the thing about vacuum doesn't really clean your face either. Like, I could gently brush my face off, or I could vacuum it.
It's like, there's no dust on my face anymore.
Sometimes you're vacuuming your car at a car wash, and you see the vacuum thing, and you think, I wonder what this would do to my face. And so you stick it on your face, and you're like, it's kind of pleasant, actually.
This will come as a surprise to almost no one, but I've never thought that.
Well, now you will. And you shall know the joy of the face vacuum.
Okay.
So my question is, what thing are you bad at now that you would really like to be really good at?
Like how good? Like just okay at?
Like master.
Like world, like
or just
renowned?
like really good. Not world renowned, but really good.
I wish I was really good at saving money. Like really good at it. Because I'm really bad at it.
That is such a responsible answer, Andrew. I'm so proud of
Well,
you.
that's what I was trying to think of, something that would have been like interesting for people to listen to, but that's like the honest truth.
Have we ever done that on this
If you're
show?
good at saving money, you could pretty much do anything else, right? Like,
Yeah, pretty much. So I
you
wish.
can pretty much buy anything.
Well, yeah, if you save money, you're like, hey, I want that. I'll just save some money to go to Chillax Mountain. So, yeah, so I don't know. I think that's something I would like to work on. I'm not very good at it because I have money and I just like, oh, I'm going to spend it.
I know. I can't get past the mentality of like, oh, I have money. Money is for spending.
Yeah, I can do things.
That's how money works.
I can buy
That's
things
the
I want
purpose.
with it.
Right.
And I have bills and stuff I have to pay. I think it's also because I'm slowly becoming like a real adult and I have like a lot of bills and I'm like, oh, I wish I saved some money.
What's annoying is like every time you make more money, you're like, oh, like the first couple months, you're like, I got this surplus. This is wonderful. Like I'm not spending all my money. And then you find ways to spend all your money. And you're looking back and you're like, I used to make like half as much before, but I seem to remember doing the same things. And I don't know how this works.
You're at Chillax Mountain. You're like, oh crap, I spent all my money.
Guess I'll just cry into my churro. Sop up my tears, churro.
I think it's hard to cry when you have a churro.
Can you even picture in your head someone holding a churro and crying?
Not even
like
a little.
There's no such thing as churro tears.
They should just like, you see crying people, just hand them a churro. I'm like, okay, I'm doing pretty good now.
Problem solved.
That's actually what my psychiatrist gave me when I went in the other day.
You just walk in, she's like, you're gonna need this.
You're gonna need this churro.
The thing that I would most like to be really good at, I'm not currently, is remembering people's names. I'm coincidentally really, really good at giving people nicknames.
You're like the George Bush of names. I guess George Bush was the George Bush of names. So,
like, it's a defense mechanism, like to give people nicknames, because for some reason, if I name them, I can remember that. But if it's their real name, I can't, for the life of me, seem to remember it. Like now, if you guys are around me when I first meet someone, you'll start to notice that I say their name a lot.
that makes sense.
Like they're like, oh, hello, Aaron. My name is Jim. Hi, Jim. Wow, it sure is a nice day, huh, Jim? Wow, Jim. I was thinking, Jim. Like, I will like say their name as many times as I can. Hopefully, drive it in there, but it doesn't work. So I just start using pronouns.
What if you gave people nicknames that were like one letter off from their real name?
Like Beffrey.
Yeah,
it's Jeffrey.
I
went with Beffrey.
Hey, Jin, how you doing? But like you just say it fast enough so like they can't really tell.
So I can't, like when I can't remember someone's name, I have like ways of going around that. So what I do, like you guys can use, these are life hacks right
These
here.
are life hacks?
Yeah. So I introduce them to someone else. So I don't know this person. I'm like, oh, hey, this is Kaylee. And then they'll usually introduce themselves. Like, oh, I'm like, oh, sweet, that's her name. And if there's no one around, I just spontaneously start singing the name game. Banana, fana, fana, and wait till they get to their part. It's like, your turn. And then they start singing like, oh, that's their name.
Or you can pull out your driver's license and say, hey, you want to see my really terrible driver's license picture?
Yeah, it works too.
And you show it to them, you're like, let me see yours.
Or it's like,
and then they're like, no, you're a creep and you're weird. And you're like, I thought so. And then you leave and never talk to them again.
Or sometimes like, oh, dude, I want to add you on Facebook. What's your, put in your full name for me. That works too.
I always hand people my phone to put in their contact information.
Oh, yeah.
Not because I don't think I can do it, but because I've forgotten their name.
Oh, yeah.
And then as soon as they hand it back to me in the notes field, I'm like, big blue hair guy. Like, you know,
you have to go through the contacts. I'm like, I don't remember who that was.
The person with the unibrow that smells like chicken.
Or yeah.
Don't look at the notes in my contacts.
What does it say next to me, Aaron?
Nothing.
I want to know now.
Oh.
I want to know about these notes about me.
Anyway, Adam, it's your answer.
Oh yeah, I've always wanted to be really good at drawing, saying the word drawing.
I thought it was going to be Othello, but okay.
No, because like there's so many things that come along with that, and like because I used to say like, oh, I'm not good at drawing. I just paint pictures with my words. But also, there's lots of useful vocabulary.
You wait.
I don't know.
You wait. You said, oh, I'm not good at drawing. I just paint pictures with my words.
I think we've gone over this. I was a bad person when I was younger.
That's just like the most pretentious and / annoying thing I could ever.
You know what's really good for making pictures? Paint.
What?
Pencils.
I'm sorry,
Words
Adam. I
really
just couldn't
bad
let
at
that
it.
one slide, man. Oh my gosh. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. I don't know what it means.
Oh, no.
It just
it
means
was
like
it was a symptom of my bad personhood.
it's not a bad person. It's like you're trying to like. It's weird. That's a weird statement because it's like putting down the other person for owning. I paint with words, but go ahead, keep using that lead that you use. You simpleton.
Keep building those big towers with your pencils and designs. I'm busy constructing with words. I mean, you couldn't say that about other professions. You couldn't go to the doctor and you're like, oh, you're giving that guy brain surgery? I'll give you brain surgery with words. I guess that is like psychology, though. But you don't go to the IT person and like, oh, you're trying to fix those computers? I fix computers with words. Yes, it doesn't work.
Trying to build that road? I'll build roads with words.
That's what you should have like on the bottom of your written
I'll
on the
build
bottom
word
of your
bridges.
on your English major. I will make bridges with words. I will fly.
That's your Twitter bio, building bridges with words.
I fly planes with words.
I deserve every bit of this
I'm
because
sorry.
that is an extremely pretentious thing to say, right? And I said it because I didn't want to admit that I was bad at drawing and that it was, I don't know. I was trying to like make up for not being good at drawing.
Yeah.
But like there's lots of like really good things that come from being artistically inclined.
Okay, I can give
and
you
being
back.
able to
It's-
like
people who draw don't say, "Oh man, I'm gonna freaking write a book with paintings." Sorry, keep going.
No, but I mean, it's a good way of looking at the world and seeing how things are shaped and how they're colored and stuff. And it helps you in all aspects of your life. So basically, I've gone from saying I just paint pictures with my words to pictures are good. And I'm jealous of people who can draw.
Words are words and pictures are pictures. Just
Yeah,
saying.
they're different.
So if you
things.
could draw, what would you do with that? Like what is it that you want to do if you could draw?
I'd probably draw words.
So you want to be like a graffiti artist,
Or like
You wanna-
calligraphy.
you want to do calligraphy.
Calligraphy would be cool. I don't know what I would paint.
I just pictured you like that old Japanese man with a giant brush that's like twice his size.
Like in
you know?
kimonos and sitting cross-legged.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would draw. Probably Jeeps going up mountains. When I was
You do all of the Imagineering that goes into your Jeep-Rassic part.
So when I was a kid in church, before I knew I was bad at drawing and before the world crushed my dreams, I would I would sit in church and like draw on the back of like the ward bulletin or whatever. And it would always be F-16s in space fighting alien saucers.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it was amazing.
How good? Yeah, what was the quality of like? Could I tell it was an F-16?
You could tell it was a plane.
Some sort of winged thing. When I did the same thing, but like all of my peer group from that age, like growing up in church, we like from the time we were like 6, all during church we'd like be drawing, and then like when we could meet up, we'd like compare each other's drawings and talk about them, and like that didn't just go on like until we're like 10 or 11. Or 12 or 13 or 14. I mean, we did it until we left.
So like last week.
We did it like forever. And it's funny because we were all in the same. I think it was junior year of high school. We all ended up, and we didn't do this on purpose, but we all ended up taking advanced drawing and cartooning. And in high school, we all ended up in the same class. And so it was like we were like this little secret cult of cartoon drawers that were in that class. But yeah, we used to like draw pictures of the people speaking and various violent things happening to them.
Oh, that's good.
Like the ward bulletins that we get, they've been copied like 1,000 times, so they're all washed out. And there's this one where there's this girl like reading her scriptures, but her face was just like she didn't have a face.
Ooh. Creepy.
And so I drew a face for her.
Of course, as you do.
Right. And I'm hoping I can find it. If I can't find it, I'll have to go take another picture of it because I kept it because it was that amazing.
Or you could just like write it for us. Literally use your words. This picture is so scary. Oh my gosh. It haunts my dreams. Can I put it in the, does it go there? Yep. There it is. Oh, my nightmares forever.
Whoa, what? Yeah, I'm
See,
downloading that.
You can draw.
I'd like to be better at drawing.
You can draw. Okay, so what do we do with it? Podcasting. What? I think we're done. All right, that's this week's questions, guys. That's it. Remember, you can send us your questions several ways. Tweet your questions with the hashtag Ask3G. Leave a voicemail or text at 760-881-4382, or go to 3g3q.co/ask to submit it via Tumblr. Now let's do some follow-up and feedback from previous episodes, along with other happenings.
Okay.
Hot on the wiener wire.
Did you write that?
Yeah.
I did not write that. I'm
You're
not
really
responsible
proud of
for that. That's not one of my word pictures.
Hot on the wiener wire. We have a hot dog style guide provided by foodbeast.com.
Like our personal one, or
we talked about wieners last week, weenie roasts, and then I saw there's this ultimate style guide to that. Now, how many of these hot dogs have you guys had? That's what I'm wondering.
I'm trying to. I gotta
almost none of them.
Okay, I'm gonna go through. There's the New York. I've had that.
I've had that one.
The Seattle. Never had that.
I haven't had that one.
The Sonora. I've never had. Tijuana. I've had.
Oh my.
The Dodger dog. I've had.
Of course.
The Doyard dog. No, I haven't had that.
So like I'm looking through all these pictures of the hot dogs, and it feels to me like these were all made by people who don't actually really like hot dogs, but like everything else about the hot dog.
No, but here's the thing: I'm telling you, these are real. Like, because I've had like the Carolina.
I believe that they're real. I'm not saying that they're fictitious.
I've had the Carolina; it's delicious.
Oh, I've had the Carolina.
Chicago dogs are great.
But like my perfect hot dog is just like sticking a hot dog on a stick and then roasting it over some coals. And then putting like a bit of mustard on top.
Oh, that's because you're.
That's delicious.
Dude, look at the Hawaii
I don't want anything
dog.
else.
It's a Hawaiian sweetbread roll with a hole punched through it, and you put the hot dog inside of it. Oh my gosh, that sounds so good.
I've had
Peru's isn't even a hot dog. It's French fries with hot dogs on top.
I feel like maybe this isn't a good for podcasting.
Okay,
anymore.
so next.
Well, just look at it because they're delicious. Trying to see if there's any
I am. So like a bit of follow-up and feedback, just like
here's the thing. We have to talk about this one. The Idaho dog is a real thing. I refuse to eat it.
That looks so stupid.
It does look dumb.
Why would you eat that? Like, you can't eat a potato like that. You know what I mean? Like, a potato's not like a one-handed, I'm using this as a bun kind of a thing.
Yeah, it's not like, oh, when you know what's better than bread? Potatoes.
So, like,
No.
I know we made fun of me earlier for this, but this is like a completely like audio medium, so nobody has any idea what we're talking about right now.
You know what? They have to follow along at home. They have to watch. They have to look at the thing.
So next is a follow-up. Actually, Andrew's
Oh, yeah.
episode of Better Know a Jackal
It is up.
is out, and it's like 10 minutes long. Did you guys just like run out of stuff to say, or
Pretty
what?
much. I'm not, like I said, I told him, like, I'm not really an interesting person.
I think me and Mike were on there for like 2 hours. Like,
Well, Aaron, you have a better gift of the gab than I do.
I was just confused how it was so fast. I was so confused.
I was just, I don't know. It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Does it make me a boring person too if Andrew was like, oh yeah, I've been playing GTA 5, and I was like, I want to talk to Andrew about that.
Okay, so here's the thing about GTA 5. It is really good. But there are scenes in it that look exactly like the high desert, like too much. I showed my mutual friend Cody this, and he's also from the high desert, and he's like, dude, that's where we live. I'm like, yeah, no, that is. It's really weird right now. Playing your home in a virtual space.
That's pretty cool.
Next bit of follow-up. My book has been picked for what I'm reading this next month.
Oh, what are you reading?
In the buddy box.
I thought you had written a word picture.
Yeah.
So it was close because it was gonna be John Green's Looking for Alaska for a while.
That one's pretty good.
But as of tonight, Think Like a Freak by Steven and Steven Dubner.
Steven.
No, Steve Dubner and Steve Lovett for the Freakonomics people.
Oh, okay.
Think Like a Freak. Yeah, that's the one. So I'm gonna read that one. And
so I don't know what that book is about, but because it's called Think Like a Freak, I'm just assuming it's about juggalos. Am I right or wrong?
I don't think there's any. I think it's 0 juggalos.
Oh.
Guys, I had to tell people what juggalos were the other day.
What?
Yeah.
They didn't know?
They were youngins, and I blew their minds, and they're like, what?
Did you just be like 3g3q.co?
That's what I should have done.
You say j4j.today. Go there.
What I did is I just...
Was that Journos for Juggalos? Is that what we just... That was... Oh, man, that's a while ago. Sorry.
Okay, we're done.
That's a callback.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Video project follow-up. We're talking about... I'm not going to say anything on here, but we're talking about it in the buddy box. I think I'm going to start July, so I don't want to talk about it too much now, but go into the buddy box and help me figure out what I'm going to do for this no video project.
Oh.
Should be called the no video project.
So this is the one you were talking about last week.
Yeah, sounds negative.
Okay.
But I just wanted to bring it up that we're talking about it in the buddy box. Go to the buddy box, guys.
Buddybox.me.
Thanks for listening. Remember, your ratings fuel us. Go to 3g3q.co/rate and leave your review. You can subscribe to receive new episodes the moment they're released by going to 3g3q.co/subscribe. We'd also love to hear from you, so get a hold of us. Where can people get a hold of you guys?
I am still on Twitter. You guys
So
have been,
proud.
I know there's actually, I've been getting a lot of new followers. I assume it's from the show.
Oh.
But if you would like to also follow me, I'm _Sav or SAV on the Twitter. I'm sure it'll be in the show notes as well if you can't understand what I'm saying.
I'm at That Adam Kid on Twitter, and I haven't been getting a lot of new followers like Andrew has. So I'm either assuming, I'm going to say that it's not people from the show, because the other option is that it is, and they don't think I'm funny, and they're just following Andrew instead.
Well, here's the thing. I'm also putting some awesome video up
That's true.
on a daily.
Oh, yeah. Everyone needs to follow you for that.
You are killing it.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
I'm not killing it. I'm mostly just complaining about other people using social media. So
Shut up. You are so killing it. So I'm on Twitter too.
Okay.
No,
you're not.
Yeah, I am at Aaron LM Goodwin. One of my most recent followers is Theodus Crane, who is a actor, comedian, lover, fighter, creator of the Crane Kick wordsmith, liver of life, doer of things, and he also plays Big Tiny on AMC's The Walking Dead.
Hey, nice.
that's pretty awesome. I think my most recent follower was get 12,000 followers for $20.
Oh. Goodbye. Hope you have a fantastic week. Hope you're comfortable. I hope you eat some barbecue. I hope you ride in a Jeep at some point, and I also hope that you remember to question everything. That was like yesterday. Was it? It was like a couple days ago. I was texting Adam and I was like, "How's your day?" And he's all, "I saw my psychiatrist," and I was like, "I don't like. What's the? I don't know what the right answer.
What's
like
the correct response?
Next part of that conversation is, oh really? What did they say about you? Or like,
he told me to exercise more.
You should say this isn't about my weight and just left.
This isn't about my weight. This is about my impending sadness.
Am I being detained?
We'll be Aaron's voice now. Do I sound like Aaron? So
I liked to garden and I was sad as a child.
Oh, the one thing I'd like to be really good at is remembering people's names. I'm really bad at it. Like, I call Adam Andrew all the time.
And I call Andrew Churro Man.
Man, I wish I was Churro Man.
That'd be amazing. That'd be the best superpower.
Yeah, I think so. Just like spontaneously grow churros.
Well, no, just like to be able to like make a churro appear in someone's hand.
Oh yeah, just point at him. Churro.
Yeah. Like
Oh,
how
yeah,
hard would it be to commit a crime if you had churros in your hand constantly?
Oh man, you'd be the best Avenger.
Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah,
Okay,
we're
now
talking
we can hear
about
you.
serious things right now.
I heard you the whole time. I don't know what is going on. I don't know what is going on with Skype. What did you say? I was sad as a child? What?
Well, I think I would have said different things if I knew you were listening. Anyway, Churro
Much
Man
worse things. Yeah, Churro
would
Man's
be the
amazing.
best Avenger, because imagine like you see Ultron coming up, you just point at him Churro, and he's like, oh well, I don't want to do anything now. I gotta take care of this.
Seems mankind's worth saving.
But like
Yeah.
even if he didn't like the churro because he's the epitome of evil, he wouldn't be able to do anything because he just had churros in his hand.
He's like, oh, I got churros everywhere.
We keep talking about the last question. We're on another question. Let's press forward.
It's like you can't hack the internet with churros in your hand.
Aaron, it's your turn.
All right.